Welcome back to The Man in the Middle. I'm your host, Bill West. We just found this out, I believe, yesterday. Doctor Who star Jodie Whittaker quits after 3 years as Time Lord. Oh, hallelujah! I've been trying not to say anything bad about Doctor Who because I don't want to upset people who like the show and like the 14th Doctor. I'm trying to remember the numbering. Got Matt Smith was 12, Capaldi was 13th, Jodie was 14th. But thank you, 2021, for the first good piece of news that we've seen this year. I know the year's just 3 days old, but here we go. Exclusive Doctor Who bosses are planning for the Time Lord's 14th regeneration after Jodie Whittaker decided she will leave after the next series, which airs in the UK in the autumn later this year. Jodie Whittaker is quitting at the end of the next Doctor Who series when she will regenerate into the 14th Time Lord. Like I said, I think the numbering there is wrong. The 38-year-old has told bosses she intends to stick to the traditional rule of leaving after three stints in the TARDIS like the majority of her predecessors. One insider said, "It's all very hush-hush, but it is known on set that Jodie is leaving and they're gearing up for a regeneration. Her departure is top secret, but at some point over the coming months, the arrival of the 14th Doctor will need to be filmed. It's very exciting." Insiders claim Whittaker is keen to take on other roles. The show said she will follow co-stars Bradley Walsh and Tosin Cole at the door later this year, but showrunner Chris Chibnall is to remain. Filming on the current run of the BBC sci-fi show is set to finish this summer and will air in the autumn. Bosses have already announced the series has been cut to 8 episodes because of COVID restrictions slowing down production. Other Doctors to leave after 3 runs include William Hartnell, Patrick Troughton, Peter Davison, Sylvester McCoy, Matt Smith, and Peter Capaldi. David Tennant did the same, but extended his tenure with special shows. Whittaker, the first female ever cast as a Doctor, will find quitting an emotional moment. She once said, "If I ever think about leaving, it makes me cry. When it happens, I can preempt it. I can preempt it. Well, I can predict. I think that's what they meant to say. Will be my most devastating moment. I absolutely adore it. At some point, these shoes are going to be handed on, but it's not yet. I'm clinging tight." Tennant, who quit in 2008, has told how the most gut-wrenching scenes he filmed as a Doctor were his exit. Mum of one Whittaker was announced as the 13th Doctor in 2017. She made her debut in the closing scenes of the Christmas special when she regenerated from Capaldi, who was shot by Cybermen. Whittaker will have spent nearly 5 years in the role after her series airs at the end of this year, having kept her casting secret for many weeks. She said at the time, "It was a full military operation. I basically whispered for 3 months. It was getting really tedious that even in my own kitchen I was still talking like that." The actress has revealed landing the role was as tough as battling the Daleks. She said, "It certainly was not handed to me on a plate. It was a long process, as there should be. They needed to make sure that I was right for the part. You want someone who's fighting for it because it's such an honor. You just can't be blasé about it." Whittaker has previously starred in the TV thriller Broadchurch and the medical drama Trust Me. She and Mandy Gill, who played sidekick Yaz, will be joined on the next series by star John Bishop, who has already been spotted filming with returning warrior baddies the Suntarans. The one thing that all Time Lords have in common is that they vary hugely from each other, regardless of gender. The question remains, however, whether the Doc stays in a female guise for the 14th incarnation. Bookies are currently offering odds on Death in Paradise star Chris Marshall, Fleabag star Phoebe Walter-Bridge, Friday Night Dinner star Tom Rosenthal, and Hunky Happy Valley star James Newton, most of who were in the running last time around. The show is produced out of BBC Wales, meaning David Tennant's stage pal Michael Sheen could be the front runner, along with fellow Welsh Gavin and Stacey. Gavin and Stacey favorite Joanna Page. Other contenders include ghost actress Charlotte Ritchie, quirky Bond star Ben Whishaw, dancing on the edges. Shritwell Vijayofor? I can't pronounce his name. Okay. Just a second. Let me fix it. Okay. The first thing I said to my wife was, "Ding dong, the witch is dead." Uh, I'm not a fan of her run as the Doctor. It might be because of Chris Chibnall's writing. Unfortunately, he's still going to be on set. Hopefully, the BBC will change their mind later this year. Uh, she might have perfectly serviced the role in somebody else's hands, but Chris Chibnall as showrunner has been a disaster for the last 5 years, and he needs to go. Bring back Moffat, bring back the showrunner before him. I'm trying to remember his name. It's totally off the top of my head. Find somebody new. Just get rid of Chibnall. He has really been a disaster, and they need to find somebody else to take his spot. I was never against Jodie. I believe that her casting was all political. I don't believe it served the story, but I think in another showrunner's, I was going to say another man's hands, but no, in another showrunner's hands, be it male or female, that she could have been great, but unfortunately, her time is going to be remembered as one of the worst periods of Doctor Who. I hope I don't lose subscribers over this. I've always told myself that I was never going to be negative about anything, because somebody out there, somebody's going to like something that I cover, but I can't. I'm too happy about this. I hope you've liked what you've seen. If you have, please like, share, and subscribe. If not, I hope I haven't lost you as a subscriber. Happy 2021, everybody.